Are you enjoying the process? Hoi, what's up guys? Welcome to an update after 3 months of my MMA project, or of my project of becoming a MMA fighter, and I want to share how it's been and what I'm currently struggling with. As you can read from the title, it's about are you enjoying the process, because I realized the last few weeks I haven't really enjoyed the process so far because I did it with force. Because I saw my physique, I can show a picture there, how I'm currently looking like, how a actual MMA fighter looks like, how a MMA fighter fights, and I always compared that to myself, and I did it with a little bit of self-hatred and self-criticism, and I think that's not beneficial because you're always criticizing yourself that you're not there and you should fight like them, you should look like them, but it's a little bit unrealistic in that sense. I still believe that if I train, for example, 5 years pretty hard, when I hit 30 for example, that I could be a pretty good mixed martial art fighter, but it's unrealistic if I believe after 3 months of training, especially where I started. If you haven't seen the video, I'll link it up there, that I think I can already, do that and look like that, or win my first fights for example. But on the other hand, I believe it's a little bit necessary, because if you actually like your current version, then it's hard to transform yourself, because I think you need a little bit of that pain, because that pain is the driving force, or the main driving force. It was always for me the last few years when I started fitness, when I started YouTube. It was always the pain of not being where I want to be, and then in order to start a new life. And so far that worked fine. I needed that pain, because it's like if you don't have the pressure, then you don't do it. It's like if you're studying and you don't have the pressure, then you probably do it on the last day like I did, and yeah, the grades aren't so good. So I always need a little bit that pressure, that pain. So I think that was necessary. But if I always do it with self-hatred, with self-criticism, if I always talk to myself like I need to be there now, I need to fight better, I need to look cleaner, I need to work more, work harder, it drove me crazy really. I couldn't really enjoy the last few weeks. I did the work, of course. I struggled with my diet. That's something that hasn't worked out so well so far, but otherwise I really showed up to the workouts. Although I had back pain, I had muscle ache, I was tired, I couldn't sleep well, but I always showed up, or at least 95% of the time. So I'm proud of that, but always that inner critic, I can't switch him off. Only Easter and a little bit of the spring energy showed me again that I need to remember myself to do it with self-love. I need to accept the current state where I'm at and go from there. It doesn't serve me if I always think I need to be there, then I look in the mirror and I see that I'm not there, and then I start to criticize myself again. It's like Jordan Peterson, for example, he always says you need to talk to yourself like you talk to your best friend. You also want the best for him, and you also want to push him, but you don't want to criticize him and always talk bad about him, because then you probably aren't friends with that person, or the other person doesn't like you back. So I think it's the same like with the relationship you have with yourself. You need to be a friend, so you need to be your own best friend. I think you can say it like that, and that's something I realized over Easter time now and after 3 months. So from now on I really want to be a better friend to myself, because I can't do it anymore. If I continue with that criticism, with that self-hatred, then I probably can't do it. That's like it is, and then I probably won't pursue it anymore, because it makes me miserable. And I think life shouldn't be miserable. It's only miserable if you make it so, and if I have those self-deteriorating thoughts, then it's destructive. So I hope you can take this as a little reminder to always question yourself. Are you enjoying the process? And if not, why? Is the goal really the goal you want to pursue? Are your expectations too high? That's also something I've said to myself. I want to be a really good MMA fighter, and like I said before, I still believe with time I can do it, but I need to do it step by step. with acceptance, pure acceptance of where I'm at, with a longer time frame, I would say. So with short steps and short term goals. So I need to focus more on that, and also to celebrate my small wins. And small wins, I mean not winning a fight, for example, but when I see, okay, I improved that in my workout, or I improved my physique a little bit, I can also show you a quick update of how I'm actually look like. So a little bit of improvements I've made. I went down from 80 kilograms to 78 kilograms. I've built a little bit of muscle, I've lost a little bit of fat. I've improved my striking, jiu-jitsu, learned some takedowns, learned some kicking techniques and also grappling techniques. So it's not so bad, but of course you always could do more. But I think I've exhausted my body pretty much, and from now on I want to take it more with time. So of course I want to stick to my routine because I think it's necessary to have a structured and hard routine, but I want to do it with more joy. I also want to go into my workouts and trainings with more ease and with more trust that it will work out. And also for my next fight, it's the Coppa Italia, I can link it up there, or I can show a picture of that tournament. I don't want to get in there, oh, I need to win that because I lost my first fight. No, I want to go in there doing my best and enjoying the fight pretty much, because I think that's life about. It's not always about force and you need to do that, you need to win that. It's more about, I want to experience this, and I want to experience this fully with presence. And I think if you do that, you will also show a better performance. So always question yourself, where am I currently at? And really try to be as present as possible, because that 100,000 thoughts you have in your head doesn't matter. It only matters the present moment, and you make the best out of it. So it's a reminder for me especially, but also for you guys, to trusting your journey, trusting the process, and also celebrate small wins and the small moments, because the small moments are afterwards the big moments. So that's the main message of the video. I hope you enjoy my journey so far. I want to document more because I realize I got my confidence back that I've lost with being fat and with letting myself go in winter. So I think I can be more active on Instagram, post more pictures maybe, or more videos, but we have to see. So that's the plan for spring. So really focusing on my diet, not by force but by trust and by focus, and of course improving my fighting skills. But it's mainly showing up to the things I need to do day by day and then to go from there. So next competition is end of April, like I said before, the Yasuken tournament and the Jiu-Jitsu competition in May. So first those things, and I think the MMA fight I will probably try to do one in fall, because I think I still need the summer to diet down to really improve my endurance, for example, too. And then I think I'm ready for my first amateur fight. So that's the plan for now. I will update you if something changes, and yeah, that was the main topic of the video, the main message. I hope you can learn from my mistakes, and we will see us in the next one. Goodbye. Thank you.